I was asked today to talk for a few minutes about testing because there's an awful lot of noise that you see in the news about all of the different tests and who won this and who won that. And I want to just spend a couple minutes and kind of demystify some of this stuff and give you all guys a flavor of how we think about this. It's actually very, very simple. What we do is we want to drive test our networks so we can understand where the problems are so we can engineer it and make it better for our customers. And then once we do that, we want to talk to the customers and see, are the things that we're doing, is that turning out to be a better experience for them? So there's two premier tests and surveys that we use. These are the market leaders. So RootMetrics is the firm that does all the drive testing. And so we can see how our network is doing at a very local level. And JD Powers is the company that measures perception. Now, why is this important for you to understand? So you can understand the difference between what you see, what we're doing, and then what you see in the news. So let's start with RootMetrics and the drive test. What we do is we have our devices along with the competition's devices driving around the United States testing networks at a very local level. And this is an apples to apples comparison. Okay, so we know at a local level what's going on, and this is where we get information that allows us to make the network better. So this is a real scientific method, tried and true method that frankly we invented decades ago, and now it's become a something that analysts use and customers use to decide what the best network is. Then we look at the JD Metrics surveys, and that's tens of thousands of customers responding. And this is the perception. So this is getting feedback directly from how we're making our network better. What do they think about it? Now, this is a great circular wheel. So we enhance, we listen, we enhance, we listen. Now, there's over the past handful of years, a new set of tests have come up that we call, it's called crowdsourced data. And you hear companies like OpenSignal and Ookla, and there's many others. And while, this information is interesting, it's not a scientific method that we're used to where you can compare apples to apples. You can compare oranges and apples. And that's why we put more credence in the RootMetrics and the JD Powers Awards. For instance, if you wanted to see how fast somebody could run, you'd want them on the same track running at the same time to see who's faster. In crowdsourced data, you can't control that. You don't know if something is somebody's running uphill in Denver or running a race in Miami or in the snow in Madison, Wisconsin. It's hard to compare what's going on between those different scenarios. So while we think crowdsource is interesting and there is useful sources of data that we use, it's not on how we think about running and engineering and building the best network for our customers. So we're really happy to win again in Root and JD, and we'll continue to use this method so we can build the best network for our customers and society.